Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Miguel.
This is the Didn't Anyone Mention podcast. What do you got for me today?
I guess, yeah.
And we're back. Wiki.
Really?
Yep, it felt right.
Did it now?
And it felt right, but sounded wrong.
I just had to add you guys in on this freaking hilarious conversation we talked about the freaking neighborhood app, man.
Oh my gosh.
You guys don't have like a neighborhood app or like Ring and like the little neighborhood section? Bro, you're missing out low key. I mean, it's annoying, but like
It is.
it's honestly so stupid. It's so funny.
So, fun fact, we actually had to shut off. You can have different alerts on the Ring app or the Neighbors app or the Nextdoor app.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I swear to God, 3 to 4 times a day would lose a pet.
No.
Every day, be like, missing pet. Like,
bro, keep your pet inside.
yeah, keep him inside. Or just don't keep him at all.
Or train them. I don't know, dude,
Yeah.
but like, chill out. But, so we turned those off. But without a doubt, every Friday or Saturday night, gunshots.
It's almost a joke now where we hear something and then we look at each other, gunshots. It's almost a joke now.
We live right next to 2 high schools. Like, pretty darn close, which is kind of weird to think because how do you decide where the kids go to school? But whatever. But close enough where they let off like cannons or fireworks or something like that for like their touchdowns
When they score,
when they score. And every single week, gunshots. I'm like, bro, chill out. You're fine. If you trust me, I know what a gunshot sounds like. You might want to just like figure it out.
It's pretty funny.
In the comments, we were reading the comments, and a couple
A couple of the comments. One was, sorry, I had to put down my dog.
And then somebody commented, sorry for your loss. I was like, bro, what is happening? And then the other one that just made me laugh, that made me read them all, Miguel's like, dude, this guy said, we go through this every week. And then he listed it off like,
it is
this
funny.
high school, whatever.
But it's just that goldfish memory. It's so funny.
It's...
So if you don't have a neighborhood app, you should get one, not for information or news, but just for the
menace. No.
Just the comedic relief of it all, because it is.
It's so funny when they're like, these vandal youths.
Yeah.
Vandalizing my house. They just knock over the inflatable.
Yeah, there's always one person commenting too. They're lucky they're not on my property, or they wouldn't be walking away. It's like, bro, he stole a flower vase.
Not even stole. They're like tipped it over.
Yeah, like I get it. He's 13. He should know better. You're gonna shoot him over that, buddy? Okay, you're such a man now. Okay, neighbor 23, fuck off.
My favorite is when
kids these days don't know how to act.
They're like, slow down. I love those ones. Slow down.
Oh yeah, they won't put a sign outside of their house, but they'll post it on social media. Yeah. Oh, that's the absolute best.
That's my favorite.
Slow down.
There's kids out here. I'm like, bro, everybody knows there's kids. It's fine. Okay, also, you're supposed to teach your kids that, right? And they learn how to drive. You're like, in neighborhoods, you need to be careful because there's kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a conversation you have. You gotta let humanity, do that. And yet, they're like, could you imagine taking the life of a kid? Bro, of course, that would be one of the worst things, like, you could do.
Imaginable, yeah.
So, like, chill out. But, like, the slow downs kill me. The all caps and, like, 17 exclamation points. That's all they say. I'm like, okay, here we go.
What's funny to me is that in my eyes, again, I was not born back in the day, but I feel like kids have always been kids, except for maybe a few nuances, maybe with cell phones. Mm-hmm. But when the people that are commenting all this stuff, like gunshots or slow down, whatever, they were probably doing the exact same shit that these kids are doing, but there wasn't that technology around to videotape.
We talked about that. We were like, do we think that there's more crime now in kids, or is there not?
I honestly think there's less.
But everything's just...
But everybody has a ring. You know, I've had my fair share of pumpkin smashing out of people's front yards.
Yeah.
You know, I've had my fair share of egging, toilet papering. I've had my fair share.
Everybody has.
Most people have.
Yeah.
But now you have little Timmy out there. You send your little brother to go do it, and now all of a sudden he's the villain of the neighborhood.
He's like in jail.
Everybody's trying to gun him down. He's all over Ring.
They're
know?
like plastering his face
Yeah.
everywhere.
He doesn't know it yet,
Yeah.
but he's on America's Most Wanted.
I know. It's hard because it's like, come on, you gotta let kids be kids to a point, right? Like,
They're kids.
obviously, like, they're kids. Like, that's where they're allowed to make mistakes right now. They're allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah, and I'm not
Nobody's
saying go
gonna
out
be
and be a bad person,
I know.
but
like,
you want to start a fire somewhere, don't do it.
don't do that,
You know?
please.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. Don't get that from this. But, like, if you want to...
I don't think that's our audience anyways.
I don't think so. I really hope not. Well, if you're thinking about it, don't do it.
Please don't do it.
No,
Be
don't.
smart, obviously. But
But
all
if-
we're saying is,
If you want to go be a
Kids can be
dumbass, go be a
kids.
dumbass. Yeah.
when you're, like, be a kid, live your life.
My car got egged. I remember that. And I took it out on everybody else in the neighborhood. I called their houses and I said, "Is your fridge running?"
Your fridge, right? On their home phone or on their cell phone?
Landlines.
Landline.
Landlines, baby. Yellow pages. Nobody knows what those are anymore.
I know. It's
Oh.
called Google.
Oh, we got little Miss Timothy Chalamet over on the left-hand side here.
Remember when your car got keyed?
Yeah,
And it was because you parked in this craziest parking spot?
that was not why it got keyed.
That's when it got keyed. I was there.
Oh, wait, yes. And we had, yeah.
You climbed out of the sunroof because you parked so close to the other cars you couldn't open your car door.
Yeah, maybe the other person shouldn't have been such a
I
jack
don't know.
off.
The other person was completely in the other line, and I'm pretty sure they're the ones that keyed your car.
I agree with you. And now that you think about it, I remember the numbers. Yeah, I remember it.
Moving boys, we got him.
Yeah, I remember the numbers. Should I say it on here?
No. Okay, anyways. Now that we've rambled for, like, what?
Oh,
10
damn.
minutes?
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Not
sorry.
really.
But, yeah, at this point, by the time this comes out, I hope everybody had a good and safe and happy Halloween.
Yeah. And nobody met the devil. Or should I say,
The devil.
the Jersey Devil. If you live in New Jersey, just being there is probably hell, so.
Kind of an armpit.
What?
Isn't New Jersey just like a little nugget? Little armpit?
I think everything on the East Coast is a little nugget, but
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
we'll call New Jersey a little nugget.
Little nuggy.
Little nuggy.
New Jersey Devil. Well, if you listened to last week's episode, Miguel called me a screen peeker. Or what did you call me?
Screen looker.
Because I had looked at what his topic was. So, I thought we already had done this, but I was incorrect. So, tell me, what is the Jersey Devil?
All right, I'm gonna say this in the most eloquent way I can.
Eloquent.
Eloquent way I
I
can,
felt
my
very
lady.
Bridgerton when I said that.
The Legend of the Jersey Devil
Okay, don't give me an accent the whole time.
dates back to the early 18th century.
Do you really want the world to hear all your accents?
No, I have terrible accents. I have one good accent,
Which one?
and it's my American accent. So far, nobody knows I'm Mexican.
That was a good one.
I don't have any other good accents, though.
Oh.
It's actually pretty depressing. I wish I had more.
They're great.
Thank you. That doesn't make me feel any better,
Our
but
daughter obviously watches Bluey, so Miguel tries to do an Australian accent when he reads.
it always comes
the
up a
stories
fucked up
and it-
Scottish person every time.
It like goes up and down, like Australian, Scottish, English.
I
And
know.
it just goes like on this roller coaster. But anyways, just give me your American accent for this one.
Okay, American accent. The Legend of the Jersey Devil.
Okay,
Just
now
kidding. Okay. I'm sorry. I feel like I have to do an accent now.
No,
Okay.
stop.
Okay. The legend of the. This is weird. We might have to pause it because I feel like I can't read it right. Okay, and we're back. I'm sorry, guys. I had to take a break because it was just being. I was being too weird about it. But the legend of the Jersey Devil dates back to the early 18th century. He's most well known, or the most well known version of the story involves a woman named Mother Leeds. Does that sound familiar?
Mother
at all?
Leeds.
Yeah, so the one. Sam had thought we already did this. And it actually threw me for a loop because I said, there's no fucking way we've done this. And then I looked back and she thought it was the Whole House episode.
But I think we talked about it. I thought it was a devil of some sort.
It was a devil baby.
Yeah.
But that was in Chicago.
Oh,
Another armpit.
another armpit.
Yeah, another nugget.
Oh my God.
But so this version of Mother Leeds' story links the Jersey Devil to the Leeds family. And it was a real family in the colonial Jersey, adding a historical dimension to the myth.
Wow.
It actually gets a little crazy. So the family was tied to political figures, but they were part of the crown of the British crown when we were under imperial.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
So, what does the Jersey Devil look like? Give me some features that you think is a
I
Jersey
know
Devil.
Jersey Devil
Let's
has
see.
like a tail, hooves.
Oh, hold on. What kind of tail?
Like it has like
Describe
a little. It's long and it's almost like a little rat tail with a little arrow at the bottom.
Yeah, long forked tail. Good.
Yeah.
Good job. What else?
And then hooves for feet,
Damn. Okay.
and then a little snake tongue, and he has
No.
horns.
No.
No horns.
I mean, I can't confirm nor deny because I don't know. But I have a picture to show you. Supposedly the
Jersey Devil.
only
He kinda
picture.
looks- He has human arms though.
Nope.
Okay, well then I'm freaking. Now I'm getting worse. My accuracy's getting less.
Yeah, you were at 50%, but
Is
now
he
you're.
all red? Red?
I'll play that picture. Oh, I'll play that picture. What the fuck is wrong with me today? I'll show you that picture, and it's supposedly the only good picture of the Jersey Devil.
Shit. Okay.
And it's actually what confirmed me doing this episode. It comes from 2015. I'll get more into it. 2015. The only documented picture of the Jersey Devil. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you got hubbed feet, a long forked tail, wings like a bat.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I thought you would get that one.
I forgot about the wings.
And then a head of a horse or a goat.
Damn, I freaking knew that. I knew that. Why didn't I say that?
I don't know. Why didn't you?
Because I pictured it with a animal head, but then I just didn't say it.
Okay. And
That's
it's
where I'm getting the horns, because I'm seeing a goat head with the horns. With like the little...
which is interesting to me that a lot of satanic or kind of, I don't want to say demonic things have a goat head. Why?
I wonder if it's just like the population of goats were easy, so they were able to be slaughtered easier.
Do you think so? What doesn't
'Cause
the
horses-
Bible have something with goats?
Yeah, they're like a...
A sacrificial thing?
Yeah, I think it's a sacrificial or a
I wonder if that
purity
has-
thing, because how
Oh.
it feeds. I don't know if it goes back to like Jerusalem, like.
I wonder if it ties into that. I don't know anything
I
about
don't
it.
know.
But I always thought that was strange.
There's always so many goats around, and I wonder if it's just because they didn't need to be fed as much as other livestock. And then you can get milk from them. You could technically eat them.
Okay.
And then horse would be because they're like very useful and they're harder to come by. Goats also get born in like a litter when
Oh, they do? I didn't
they
know
get
that.
born multiples at a time. Yeah. I delivered a goat one time.
No, I didn't know this. You delivered a goat?
Yeah, it like had a sack. It was really gross.
When was this? What the
When I was a
fuck?
kid.
That's even weirder. When?
I don't know. I was like 8. Jackie was there.
Damn.
I didn't like deliver it. Like the goat delivered it, but like I was there and I remember like, Mom, like this goat is like having babies and it's like choking, and then my mom ran over there and like uncovered its little mouth from the egg sac, so the baby would live. And then the mom ate all the egg stuff and it was really gross.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was we used to volunteer. It used to be a, it was called Carousel, like Care-O-Cell. It was like an assisted, like it was like handicapped kids. It's like kids who had disabilities, or like that's what it was called. I'm guessing it would have a different name nowadays, but it's like, yeah, kids with either like autism, or like they didn't have function in like from waist down, or things like that. Just kids with different disabilities. They were able to come and ride horses, and it was like a therapeutic thing. So we volunteered every Saturday.
I
And went
didn't
out
know
there.
you did that.
Yeah, we went out every single Saturday. I was with my mom, and we did that. And then after we did that, we woke up, and it was like freezing. We would get out there early because it was out in Marsing, and we'd drive super, super early, get out there, help all those kids ride, and like be their guide and stuff. And then afterwards, if we had enough energy, then we were able to ride the horses ourselves.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't know you did
so
that.
they had a bunch of goats.
And you delivered one of them.
And then one of them, I didn't deliver. I was a spectator. But either way.
You delivered a goat. You delivered a Kobe Bryant. That's crazy.
I know, like I say. But yeah, I was really gross when the goat like ate. It's like,
I can
stuff.
imagine.
It was really nasty. But I think it's because, yeah, they can have like multiples. So maybe they
Interesting.
just repopulate.
We'd have to look
easier? I
into
don't know.
that. Yeah, we'd have to look into
I
that.
wonder
Because
about
I always
goats.
thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sorry for the tangent.
So also the Jersey Devil, we have all its features: a head of a horse, wings like a bat, hooved feet, long forked tail. It's often described as having a piercing scream or a shriek.
Oh, wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Like that freaking mountain lion, bro.
Yeah, seriously. And the creature is believed to be fast, elusive, and aggressive.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
cannot wait for you to see this picture that I
I
have.
can't wait. Why can't you just show it right now?
Because I can't. And while it is considered a cryptid,
Yes, cryptids. We love those.
many describe it as a supernatural entity rather than an actual animal.
Yeah, because cryptids are technically like something that just hasn't been proven yet,
Mm-hmm.
but they're an animal. They're not supernatural. They're like in living.
Like
being.
Mothman. We did an episode of Mothman.
Yeah, or the Loch Ness Monster is
Yep.
technically a cryptid,
Yep.
which technically they could be around. There's been proof that there isn't, but I don't know. I don't know why or how it gets classified as like. I guess, yeah, it would be an animal. Is
Mhm.
what classifies it.
So, the Jersey Devil has been sighted for over 2 centuries.
Okay, I see you.
With reported encounters peaking in the early 20th century. So, 1910, 1920, around then. One of the most significant sightings occurred in 1909. And many people of New Jersey saw it. And across the whole state, it spread like wildfire. There was panic in the streets. Schools closed down. They had to send out all the police force out to patrol the streets. Like, it was causing hysteria. People were freaking the fuck out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is crazy.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
When was Mothman? Was Mothman around this time? No, it was a little later. I think it was the 30s.
I can't
I
remember.
want to say it was the 30s. I could just be bullshitting that. I don't
Should
know.
we just look it up real quick?
Yeah, here, let me see.
Yeah, we'll,
Because,
we'll be right back.
60s. 1960s.
Yeah, so this is like 50 years prior.
Yeah, so I was wondering, I was just like curious on if it was like close to kind of the same time to where it would be like, oh, this was going on here. Oh, this is going on here. But
Mhm.
that is a very widespread.
That is. So what I thought was all crazy about it is that like the state of New Jersey,
That's crazy.
like schools were closing down. That's how you know it's serious. Dude.
Yeah.
Schools were closing down. Police were patrolling the streets. Like everybody's freaking out about it. And
Could you imagine
that was the most
something like
notable.
that happening now?
oh man, I couldn't imagine. Let me think.
I don't even know if that could happen now.
Yeah,
Do
maybe.
you think it could?
Depends on where you are. Like if you're in Montana and somebody actually
Saw Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, I could see something like that happening. Maybe not down here. Down here, what would you think?
I don't think we could. I can't. I guess my brain can't even think
Down
of a
here, man.
creature.
Oh, I can think of one. I can think of one motherfucker
What?
where I would
Which one?
not leave.
Where?
It starts with an ass.
Dude, no way. You think that we should have really I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna figure out what episode that is. Because then I'm just gonna refer to episode this.
Okay. All right, we'll be back.
Episode 34. So, if anybody knows what we're talking about, go back, listen to it. Go back and listen to it, and you'll know exactly why we don't say that word in this house.
We don't say that word
I don't
anymore.
even like saying it out and about.
Yeah, it seriously freak. Like you can tell. So just if you don't want to go listen to it, that's okay. We'll give you a quick rundown.
It's
What
a
happened? Shapeshifter. Yeah, well, that's what we'll call it. I don't even want to spell it out to be honest, but we were doing an episode on it, and you can just look at the name. That makes it easier. And while we were talking about it, our the light in our room dies. Like the power's on.
Like only our light in our bedroom. The other
where we
lights-
record, all the other lights stay on. Just that light goes out, and that happens twice. Twice, dude. Think about that. Twice. Yeah, fuck that. Anyways, we'll continue on. We'll continue on with the Jersey Devil.
Anyways, well, okay, so you're saying that one thing would keep you inside. Like, what if Bigfoot was on loose? Would you go out?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
If Bigfoot was out, he's not gonna be down here.
But, like, if he was just freaking go... Or, like, you know, or Mothman. Mothman was out and about. Would you go out? Like... That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'd go out, but I'd be heavily strapped.
I agree.
Yeah.
I 100% agree.
I'd go out, but I look like Iron Man.
Just... Pew.
Yeah, I'd be heavily strapped. I wouldn't go out unless I absolutely had to. Anyways.
Really? I would just go on my merry day.
You would?
Just go to work.
I mean, okay, let's say this. We got an Amber Alert. Mothman on the loose.
That's not an Amber Alert because that would be a child missing.
Okay.
Code gray.
What-
Just kidding. Code silver.
What would you get? A National Weather Alert. Whatever else they send these days.
I would just say, "Hello, that's really funny. Let's go. I gotta go carry on with my day."
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, "Oh, maybe I should carry today." That's about it.
Really? That's all?
Yeah.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
very different people.
Really?
I'm like, I wonder if I can hide the shotgun in my pants.
No, this was I'll carry.
Mm,
And then my daughter is staying with me all day long.
that's true. Okay.
Like I would just be, bring your kid to work day. Easy.
It's true.
If they're not gonna close down work, I'm gonna be there.
Okay, understandable. Okay.
Anyways.
Back to the Jersey Devil. So panic all over the place. But the most notable sighting was in 2015.
Which is so weird.
Yeah,
106 years later.
Yeah, the most notable sighting.
Can I see
It is, yes, you can. But it involved a man from a Galloway township who claimed to have captured a photo of a strange winged creature resembling the Jersey Devil. And I sent Sam a photo of it, and I want her to describe the photo because this photo solidified it for me as to why I was doing. We'll put it on the Instagram for sure. Describe it. Describe it.
What kind of dog is that? That's a Shih Tzu? No. You know those terrier... It's a terrier dog. It's a dog. It's a straight up dog that somebody put wings on this poor dog and launched him through the air. It's one of those terrier dogs
That
has a little mustache, like the little stash that they have. And then somebody put some wings on homeboy. And then, yeah, they have like the little ears and the flappy hair. But that looks like a dog that somebody yeeted through the air.
That's the most notable picture. How awesome is that?
That is
You look
rough.
at it, and you're like, really? This is what made the tabloids? This fucking picture? I could do better. With a
I
2012
couldn't dress
Nokia.
my dog up better than that.
Seriously.
Dude, that is a dog with some...
I know, right?
Oh, no.
But you might think to yourself, Jersey Devil, okay, it's hooved creature, long
Dude,
tail.
Jersey Devil, I could drop kick this sucker
Yeah.
for how big he is.
It's a terrier, apparently. You might think to yourself, how did this whole thing start off? The Leeds family.
These
So
leeches.
they have been tied to it pretty much forever. And this is the Leeds family background. So the Leeds family was a real family. They were a real family that lived in New Jersey during colonial times. And they played an important role in local history. And one of the theories that I was reading suggests that the Leeds Devil may have started as a political or social satire.
Oh, interesting.
And it was tied to the family's unpopular standing among a lot of the settlers. So the head of the family, Daniel Leeds, was an early almanac publisher and had conflicts with local Quakers. Do you know what Quakers are?
Aren't they the yeah, I know what Quakers are, but are they the people who... I know what they are, but I can't.
I remember...
I remember them in history.
Mm,
Are they the people who were like... Quakers were like locals, right? I don't know.
they were people that had split from the crown.
Yeah, so they're like the people who were like trying to like create their own thing here in the U.S.
Let's look it up because I don't want to say this wrong, but I think they were trying to split off from the crown. They were Americans before Americans were cool.
Yeah, they're a member of Society of... it's like a Christian group.
Oh, they were. I
Yeah,
didn't know it
so
was
they
tied to
were a
religion.
member... A Quaker was a member of a religious society of Friends, a Christian movement founded by George Fox, devoted to peaceful principles. So, this led them to reject both formal ministry and to set forms of worship. So yeah, it's like, they were kind of like people... Quaker, in simple terms, is followers of a religious movement that began as an offshoot of Christianity.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was definitely a political thing.
I think religion had a lot to do with politics back then.
Fair enough.
So I don't think you're wrong.
So, okay, Daniel Leeds, he was a almanac publisher and had conflicts with local Quakers due to his loyalty for the British crown and controversial religious writings.
So that would make
Yeah.
that would make sense on why. he's
So it
religious.
looks like the Quakers stirred up this religious folklore about the Leeds family.
And I just would like to specify, this Christianity would be different than Catholicism. The Quakers.
Yeah, I feel like people knew that.
I know, but like what I'm saying is like also like with the Jersey Devil, like the devil and everything is more Catholicism. It falls in line with more Catholicism than Christianity.
Doesn't the Christians have a devil too?
They do, but they don't believe that he can take a form.
What?
So
We'll talk about this later because this is
I
news
know.
to me. So that kind of just blew my mind. I'm not even gonna lie. So in 1735, after discovering Deborah Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child, which is
13?
that was the mother Leeds. Remember at the beginning of the episode I said mother Leeds? That is her 13th child.
Oh, how...
Right.
That's a lot.
She allegedly cursed the unborn baby in frustration, exclaiming it would be the devil. She said, quote for quote here, she said, "Let this one be the devil. Let this one be the devil." Okay? And then on the night of its birth...
Real quick, if anybody could see me, I'm just rolling my eyes.
Yep. On the night of its birth, she is rolling her eyes. The child transformed into a horrific creature with a horse-like head, bat wings, and hooves, flying up the chimney and disappearing into the Pine Barrens, which is the mountains behind New Jersey, which significantly have a large population of bears.
Why would she curse her baby?
I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the superstition around the number 13.
Yeah, 13. I think we talked about that.
But
at one
also
point.
13 kids.
Nobody pulls out or what? Even back then, I know that you gotta use like some intestines
Goat
or
skin,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. But like,
The
can't
original
pull out
Trojan.
from me. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, you can't just yank it.
Yank it and spank it, baby.
But like
13.
13, I know, and that's like that's a religious thing on its own. It can be. Not saying it always is. But yeesh, 13 kids.
That's a lot of them.
But I wouldn't curse any of my kids to ever be the devil. What the F?
I know, right?
Also, get it right, it's the Antichrist.
Okay, but rolling back, that was all I have about the New Jersey Devil.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I like
The
that.
devil can't take a form?
So technically there was no belief in spirits.
This is, by the way, this is Sunday school. So let's
Sometimes
learn.
it feels like that. Because
Yeah.
you're like always asking me something.
I think it's so interesting,
So
but it's
Baptist, right?
It's interesting.
Fundamental Baptist is where I have gotten my Christianity.
your formal
quote-unquote-
education.
My quote unquote Christianity thing. I don't do that. Obviously, we don't do that anymore because Miguel would know about it if we did. But, it was nobody can take the spirits or ghosts or anything like that do not exist.
So the Holy Trinity doesn't
The
exist?
Holy Trinity exists, but that's where it's like, okay, so what? So he can do it, but nobody else can. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? And that was it. That spirit was the only one. And there's no ghosts, no spirits, no demons, no anything.
It sounds like PG Catholicism.
That's what I'm saying. Because Catholicism's like, you're gonna fuck up if you don't get it right.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you're not going to church? Well, a demon's going to come up, crawl up your asshole, and steal your heart. But if you can say 13 Hail Marys and you'll be safe.
See, I don't understand. I would like to understand Catholicism a little bit more.
It's interesting.
Because it's like...
old and deeply rooted.
I know, which is like, you can do 13 Hail Marys and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, what is that? Like, what justifies that those things make me better? I remember asking my mom about, like, why can there be a Holy Spirit but there's no ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, that's just how it is.
I find that interesting as well.
Because I remember I was having, like, I swear to God, I was being, like, freaking messed up by a ghost. I was like, dude, there's a freaking ghost following me around. And she was like, that's impossible. You sucker. I was like, bro. Still remember it. Core memory. I remember popping my knuckles, and, like, 2 seconds later, something else cracking its knuckles in my room. I didn't sleep in my room for, like, 2 months. As, like, a kid. Literally awful.
That freaks me out.
It was awful.
I kind of want to tell the story of when I drove home from your house that one day.
Which one? Oh, when your family one?
Yeah.
That one freaked you out for a really long time.
Yeah, it did freak me out.
I guess tell it.
Might as well, huh? It's the only way to get over it. So, Sam and I were in high school. We were still dating at the time.
And we lived in the same neighborhood.
Okay, literally 2 streets away.
It was
Not far.
technically 3. 1, 2. You were on the 3rd.
I guess technically 3. In total, maybe it was less than a mile away.
Oh, 100%.
Less
I
than
think it might have ended up being a mile just because if you, like, drove
Yeah.
the zigzag, but, like, realistically it was, like, so close.
It might have
From
been.
from a crow view, or from a, what did you get, a toad frog?
No.
What did you call it?
As the pigeon farts.
As a pigeon farts, it's like, it's like 400 feet. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, as the eagle squaws.
Stop.
Anyways, so Sam and I were hanging out, and again, she was like 2 streets over. And dude, I remember it was like fucking so real. Anyways, we finished hanging out. It was like what, 8 o'clock. My parents were strict. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock. I don't.
It was.
It was most likely 7.
As soon as the sun set, Miguel had to be home.
Yeah, because Sam could not get pregnant as soon as the sun set. But damn, I sure tried.
Stop.
I'm just kidding. Mom, if you're listening, that That didn't happen. Not until we got married. Anyways, I got done. No, I didn't get done.
You got done hanging out.
I got done hanging out. Yes, that's what I was gonna say. And I was driving home, and again, just to reiterate, we were like not even a mile away. It was so close. So I took a left turn, and that takes you onto one of the main streets. And then I took another left turn, and that takes you through the neighborhood. And I took a right, and as you take a right, one of my childhood best friends, his house was right there. And I remember it was dark out. I think it was past sunset. And I swear to God, to this, I can still envision it in my mind. There was 2 cars flipped over, and everything was on fire, and my family was dead on the road there, and I saw like a reaper person with like a scythe and everything, and I just drove past it, and I remember seeing it all. Still clear as day. Like I remember seeing the 2 cars flipped over and my family dead, which was wild to see. And I drove home, which was just like literally around the bend home. And I ran inside and I made sure everybody was okay. And I started like hyperventilating, freaking out. And my dad, he grabbed me, he took me upstairs into his bedroom, and he sat with me and he talked to me and like asked me a few questions. One of them was like, "What did you see?" And I told him what I saw. And he's like, "No, I asked you what you saw. Is that what you wanted to see?" And I was like, "Why would I want to see that?" And he was like, "I don't know. I'm just asking you." And he was just so calm about the whole thing. And come to find out, my mom told me afterwards that my dad, before he came to the U.S., is that he was a medium in Mexico. So he like handled these situations all the time.
So crazy.
Yeah. I want to bring my dad on so bad just to have him talk about. But I know he doesn't want to. Like, I don't think he wants to talk about it.
Yeah, well, it's just like yeah, that's crazy. I know that neighborhood's freaking haunted. But I just I even know like people who have been, was it Ecuador? And he was like, I don't even want to talk about it, but like if it comes up, like I have to get it out because of what he saw on his mission.
Or Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Not Ecuador.
I might eventually get a recording of it.
Yeah, but
he does not like to talk about it.
No, he does not like to talk about it at all. But it's kind of like with your dad, like you don't want to talk about it, but I bet you anything, if it's like in your brain, you have to get it out, or else it just gets stuck.
Yeah,
it's just so scary. But
I remember that my dad, he like calmed me down.
Yeah,
he was just so calm through it, and yeah, it freaked me out.
Yeah, but dang, that took a turn.
I know.
It always does.
We're having so much fun.
I know, but anyways, the neighborhood's a little spooky.
Yeah,
spooky.
it is.
Yeah, cause I was gonna say, I doubt Mateo remembers the things that he would tell you too.
Like what?
Remember he would tell you about stuff in the hallway?
Oh,
that
fuck,
freaked me
yeah.
out. That freaked me
Yeah.
out. Yeah, I remember Mateo, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He told me one time he plays with his friend in the hallway.
I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, dude, I remember.
Yeah, that neighborhood's haunted. I don't
Yeah.
know where they built that thing or what was there before, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you guys,
So-
let's bless the ground.
Yeah, so that hallway, it leads up into, like, let's say a cul-de-sac of the upstairs.
Rooms. Yeah.
So you have 3 rooms up there, and it all leads into there. My little brother would sit in what you would call the cul-de-sac of the hallway. He would sit there and just like talk and play, and he said he was just playing with his friend.
And I'm like, I mean, he could just be a kid that has an imagination, but it's a little freaky.
That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
Yeah, he just has imagination.
Yeah.
Look at him now. He's a freaking like genius.
Yeah, he's good. But that is
Anyways,
all I
fun
have.
fact, you
Do
guys.
you have any other questions for me?
No, that was good.
Oh.
I would never curse my baby to be the devil. I just would like point that out.
Me either. And
I
relating
would never
back
have 13 kids either.
to Catholicism.
Yeah.
They just settled $880 million alleging a child sexual abuse case. So
What? What are you talking about? Dang.
we'll talk to you guys later.